Hello everyone. So this is Unit 5's response to the role of parents in sport and legal aspects of hiring coaches. So number one is to describe the key points that you learned from the video. So the key points that I took from the video were pretty much that you can pretty much sue for anything these days. And I found it very interesting about the sports aspect as far as parents actually suing the coaches for, mishaps that happen with their child. I also learned that, every parent has biased views as far as their child's talent. Of course, they always want the best for their child. They always think that they are the best player in their eyes, and they really don't look at the total picture. And it's unfortunate that when they don't look at the bigger picture, the best way they think that they can get revenge or, voice their opinion is to sue the coach or the school. So that's another thing that I pulled from the video. And then last but not least, someone has to be responsible for the reason why my child didn't get a scholarship, or the reason why my child got injured. And we always have to put blame on someone, and it's unfortunate that it has to be the coach the majority of the time. So that's pretty much what I learned, or I found some key points from this video. So what changes you may consider in your approach to coaching as a result of the video? Definitely a change would be is having constant communication with the parents. Like I mentioned, I'm in the collegiate setting, so I don't really deal with parents. Our athletes are adults, and they know that if they have any issues, they are more than welcome to come talk to us. And I haven't had any issues with parents, but if I do decide that I want to coach at the high school level or even middle school, it's very important that I keep an open line of communication with parents. And in saying that, it's very important that we keep documentation. So I always keep documentation when I'm dealing with students, everything that we discuss, every meeting that happens, because it's very important that you jot down what is being said and what happens, just so that you have, a fallback just in case someone does say that you never told them something, or they try to sue. At least you have the proper legal documentation that can help prove your point, prove your side. So I think that I will definitely keep that into consideration. Um, and then what suggestions do you have for coaches currently in the field? Again, I think it's just constant communication with these parents, and being as upfront with everything as possible, so that there's no reason for parents to feel that they're left in the dark, or that they are left in the shadow. Also forming some type of official documentation as a coach that will help you. So what I mean by that is, I remember my community college coach having a conversation with my parents. He basically said, hey, look, I do not get scholarships for my athletes. What I do is I make sure I put I put your child in the position to be seen by coaches. So basically what that means is, if you're on the floor, or even if you're on the bench, I'm putting you in a position to be seen by the next level coaches. So just making sure that you have some type of documentation that protects you, and you have them sign it. I mean, that's really how we can combat, being sued for these frivolous lawsuits that even the presentation talks about, these frivolous lawsuits that these parents are suing for. I mean, I personally find that it's, a little absurd and outrageous, the amount of money that parents are suing for nowadays. And I mean, it's very eye-opening, and I'm really glad that we were able to look at a video of this nature, because I have a lot to think about, especially wanting to coach and in the world of coaching in general. So that's my post, and I'm looking forward to reviewing all of the rest of my classmates' responses.